Hi guys, welcome to our Hypertech podcast. Today we're talking politics. Before I go on, just this is your number one podcast channel. Yeah. Today we're talking politics, like I said, and we're talking about Nigerian election. In a few weeks we're gonna be having general election, and a lot of things is going on. All politicians are now campaigning. I think they're on the last lap. Yeah. To do this with me today, I've got Murphy. Let me introduce Murphy. Let me introduce Murphy. Murphy is now batified. Can you believe that? The last time I was talking with Murphy, he was on the other side, but he's now been baptized. He's now a new person. He's batified. Just say something.
Let me talk. You can't just say that just become a butterfly overnight. No, that's not the problem.
But that's the
not
truth.
The issue.
Okay.
Are you guys out there? You are welcome to our channel. And my name is still remain Murphy Ojo. Yeah. Very soon now we're going to the election in Nigeria, and everybody have been preparing. Everybody have been saying everything, a lot of things. But what I'm saying in this new election is that I pray that the right person become the leader, because it is when you have the right person to lead you that will lead you into something good.
But to lead the country.
When you have a wrong peg in a wrong hole, then the issue will come in. That one will be paramount about Nigeria. But hopefully, the next election, we are shine the best leader for us all. So, I'm not a batified yet.
Okay.
But
he said he's not batified yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No, I'm just putting it on record. You're not batified yet.
No, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's what I said. A day is like 1,000 years in the life of a politician.
Yeah, that's true.
2 days is never the same.
That's true.
I'm not a politician.
But you are behaving like
naturally,
one. You are behaving like one.
Naturally, we are all politicians.
Yeah.
Because we're a political animal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true. True. But Murphy,
Yeah.
A lot of things are going on now.
Yeah.
You understand? A lot of things are going on, and Nigeria is like at a crossroad. This election at this time is just throwing up different things. Religion is involved, like the APC. A lot of people are criticizing the same faith, which I don't believe. You understand? I just believe faith is personal. Yeah. But for a nation, it doesn't matter. Half of Nigerians we leave the country if they have the opportunity to go to an Islamic state. If they are going to have a good life there. So it shouldn't be about faith. We have someone from the north, we've got someone from the south, from the west, and someone from the east. Basically these are the three major contenders. There are others here. There are others that we're not, that we're not going to be able to talk about everyone that is involved because today.
Yeah.
But who do you think amongst these three, is a round peg in a round hole?
That's a big question. It depends on how you look at it, from which point of view. As you said, there are people that talk about this person come from where they come from. There have been a regional politics.
Yeah.
There are people that talk about their religion.
Yeah.
Muslim ticket.
Yeah.
There are people that just take a step back and look at the people's previous record.
Yeah.
And then vote on that notion. And there are people that just believe that, you don't know what? In terms of experience, in terms of know-how, Mr. A is better than Mr. B.
Yeah.
So people will vote according to their own beliefs. But my own problem is this. The way things are going on in Nigeria now, which is, for me, I really don't like it. What I really don't like about it is this. How or not, whenever you talk about a certain person, and there are certain side that don't like maybe the supporters of the other side. It's just as if they should crucify you. This is just politics that will come and go. You shouldn't get to that stage of when you realize people are not supporting your
candidate,
and then the whole thing is just to be abusing people on the internet, that kind of a thing. That is not what politics. Today I might not support the person, but if you were able to sit me down and talk me into believing in what that person is doing, maybe I might believe that person.
Okay. One thing is that I want us to, if it's possible, to take these three contenders, the three major front runners, and just break them down to say, okay, this is why you think this person is fit, and the reason why you think the other, like, for example, let's start, let's take Atiku for as number one. What do you think is qualified, and what do you think is not qualified?
For me, Atiku is number one in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So far you are in Nigeria, you're free to run for whatever possible.
Everybody is free. Everyone is free. It's our country.
Provided you have the support that will if they said you should be able to obtain a certain amount of form and you have the money, and then you are able to obtain that form, and then you should be able to be voted in by a certain set of people, and you are able to get that. Why not? So you qualify. So in terms of Atiku, Atiku have been a vice president before. People can say whatever they want to say about him, being still Nigerian money. Even Obasanjo cannot come down to say things in Nigeria. I'm very sorry to say in presence of this thing, but this is what it is.
No, but
Atiku is as qualified as any Nigerians to run for the post of Nigerian.
No, but qualify, what I mean is qualify in the sense that qualify for the job. I know everybody qualifies to run.
How do you want to disqualify somebody who has been a vice president of Nigeria? Even that time when Nigerian was in a hell. People can say that, it was during Obasanjo regime. They went through together. He was the vice president of...
But we know, but like that...
During their tenure, they introduced GSM to Nigeria. They were the one that introduced... Atiku was part and parcel of those people who introduced GSM. Obasanjo cannot come out to say that, this is my own idea.
But there's another information to say that everything about GSM was already signed, sealed, under the military regime, but it was delivered under Obasanjo. But you're saying is that we have three people. At the end of the day, sorry guys, on this podcast, what we are saying is vote your conscience. Vote for who you think is right. Don't vote based on religion, because it's not going to take us anywhere as a country. Your religion or your faith just take it to heaven or wherever you think you're going after life.
None of them are Christians, some of them are Muslims. So
Peter Obi is Christian, is Catholic by faith.
Forget about it. Catholic Christians, Catholics are not Christian, they are Catholic. Christians are different from Catholic. Go and check your...
That's another talking point on this podcast. On this podcast, we're still going to talk about faith. Then we can talk about if Catholics are Christians or not. But my point is, I have who I believe is more qualified among the three of them, and it's based on his records, because all of them are. At one point or the other, hold the public record. You understand? They've served, and they did it in a minimum of 8 years. You understand? Either as a governor or as a vice president. But now we're going forward to we're looking at who's going to take us to the next dispensation, next
government.
Nobody's
going to take you to anywhere. Let us be sincere with ourselves. Don't let us deceive ourselves. People will try, people will come and go. But so far the structure still remains the way it is now. We continue to be talking about the same thing on and on.
That's true.
Tinubu is coming just to take his personal ambition. Obi is coming just to take... Obi one is even the worst. I'm very sorry to say to the audience, Obi.
People are going to come for you, I tell you. Obedient people are going to come for you. I'm telling you.
Going from one party to the other to make sure they are... That is the most selfish person I've ever seen. But if this husband do not satisfy me, I need to get to the what I'm satisfied.
And that you can also say the same thing. You can say the same thing for Atiku.
Yeah, it went, no, Atiku have been
PDP, APC. It's always been PDP, APC. Every time.
Mainly PDP, if you have to be sincere with yourself.
But every time, you know, when you look at Atiku's record,
Yeah.
anytime he's going for you know, he's running,
Yeah.
and APC, PDP doesn't give him the ticket, it comes to APC. At least it was in APC in 2015 until Buhari won, and it went back to
PDP.
to PDP.
Yeah,
It's always been going forth and back.
No, from 2015 to today, but what's the name? Atiku have been a PDP member, yes?
But it was after 2015.
No. Yes, it
was after
that,
2015.
But since that time,
But in 2007,
the last 8 years, where has he has been went by what?
we can't
He
really.
contested the last election with Buhari, yes?
Yeah, when he went back
Exactly.
in 2019.
He had been paid. So
we'll say 2019 to now, it's been 4 years
yes,
PDP.
PDP, and it's now
4 years before it was
Whenever you want to
APC.
say to come back, I'm talking about Obi. Obi crossed over from
Abga.
because he realized that in Anambra State, the party that run Anambra State is Abga. For me to actualize my governorship aspiration, I need to cross to Abga. He went to Abga, he actualized the whole thing. He jumped back, bam, to PDP. Because he wanted to actualize his home prior to be president. And he realized that it will be zoned into the eastern part of the whole thing, or the southern part and mostly eastern part of Nigeria, which these River State governors actually ruined everything. Wicked.
The truth is, if PDP had zoned their presidential candidate to the south, I don't see Obi beating Wike.
Of course, yes. Obi will not be able to beat Wike because
so he was smart enough to quickly run.
It's not being smart. That is about being an harlot, political harlot.
Oh my God!
Yes, being a political harlot, jumping up or down. Yeah, everybody have got. That is why people should look at him as being selfish.
That's
the most self-centered person I've ever seen.
That's true. That's true.
This current, what's the name of the current Anambra State governor that is talking about him? Saying
Soludo.
Yes, Soludo that was saying that he didn't achieve anything, and he knows his record, that he hasn't achieved anything for Anambra State during his tenure. The guy knows what he's talking about. You are in Abga. Come on. Those guys have fight. They took a name now to remain in Abga to achieve whatever they want to achieve. But when you're supposed to stay there and build the party, you took to your heel, and then you join another party because you want to actually immediately they block you. You jump to another one that you just think that they will accept you. So he even has no plan. I was listening to one of his programs. I'm very sorry. I do not have anything against him. To God with me, I thought he will remain in PDP, and he and whoever they can just party together, solve their problem out. And that was when I was against that, because I believe that if they remain there and all these big guys, young guys, they're young. They can just come together and then fight against all these. I'm very sorry. I'm not against adults, old people. But suddenly, I then realized what kind of politics people are praying. This regional kind of a politics. It won't lead us to anything. It won't put Nigeria to anything. I was around 1979 and I was around 1983. I knew what the likes of Azikwe and Babawolowo did. People thought they were the Eldorado of this world politics in Nigerian politics.
Yeah, Nigerian politics.
The guy came from nowhere, a secondary school primary school teacher, and came into politics and beat all those people.
Because the Northerners, just presented one person, and why we put it here. I think, like you said, the South should have, just pick one person. But because we have different political parties, and everybody's just looking, to actualize a personal ambition, so to say. I think there's a personal ambition to it.
I get it. I'm not saying people should not achieve their personal aim. Yeah, everybody wants to achieve their personal aim. But what I'm actually saying is that, why trying to achieve your personal aim? Why don't you just take a step back and actualize it in a way that by the time you come back, you can come back to be friends. But that is not Nigerian politics. Nigerian politicians they're not ashamed of anything.
No,
join
because
my enemy today to fight, and then next week they come back and become a friend, doing whatever.
Because our politics is still not based on ideology.
They've got no,
and so it's easier for you to just be running around.
Exactly, no real personality. they can't,
to the parties.
Yes, they can't attach them to a particular.
To say
personality.
this is what party stands for.
Exactly, no.
We don't have it.
No.
And so
you can't say, okay, this is okay. Are you a socialist? Are you a
capitalist?
you don't know.
We
whatever that fit in their own thing. Okay, what are they people talking about? Okay, being socialist. Okay, now I'm a socialist.
Tomorrow, no.
Now we need a capital. Okay,
I'm a capitalist.
A capitalist overnight, which is sometimes very painful. But what can you do? That is the environment that you live. What else can you do? So I will leave it like that for tonight. Next week, God willing, we'll be at it again from beginning to the end. Where we'll be talking about.
But before we go,
yeah.
Are you going to tell us? Are you batified or?
Of course, yes, I've said it.
I'm
now supporting Tinubu because what else? If people are saying that, okay, you're trying to engage with them in conversation, and then they went against you and said you should be killed because of what? Because you want them, okay, just tell me more about Obi, and then you are saying that you Yoruba, you already said, yeah, it's about my pride. I will support somebody who comes from my tribe. I don't care what do people think.
But to be honest, we're rounding up this podcast.
Thank you very much.
Like we say, it's not about tribe, it's not about faith,
at all.
It's about Nigeria.
Exactly.
And I just want to advise the young ones, you have to do a bit of study to see who have really done well for the country amongst the three of them to lead us, in the next government. Thank you. Keep listening to Hypertech Podcast. You find us on all the platforms, and you might never know what we are talking next. Thank you.